Alright guys, this is Sam with Birdies. I'm back with another video for you today. Today I have two European bags, or European made bags I guess. I believe they're both made in China though, but they are European company bags. On this side right here I have the European Birdies FRID II, and then on this side I have the Latitude 64 E4 luxury disc golf bag. They are both considered touring bags. They're kind of similar size and similar carrying capacity. The weight and dimensions of these bags will be in the description of the video below, but I wanted to do these comparisons because this is what's available in Europe right now. Pretty soon Squatch will be available in Europe as well, so check out those videos of those comparisons of some of the bags that I have between Squatch and the European bags. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we got the close-up of the bags here. Let's go ahead and start off with the putter pocket. So on the FRID II here, we have all the zippers are YKK zippers. They are water resistant. The Latitude 64, they are, I believe they're YKK zippers. I'm not entirely sure, but they are not water resistant or waterproof. They are just simple zippers. So the FRID II here, the putter pocket, we have a flap at the top here. We have two snap buttons right here. These snap buttons are mated with two snap buttons from this sleeve right here. This inner sleeve is actually meant for laptops up to 9 inches along with tablets. I don't normally use this sleeve for that. I use it for my rainfly. Inside the sleeve there is a nice felt cover to hold your electronic device without scratching it, and it does run to the bottom of the bag, the whole length of the bag. I don't recommend using this for water bladders because there's really no way to dry it out if the water bladder leaks. Underneath the flap itself does have these nice web wrapping here to keep the stitching nice and clean. And then I can show you how the flap is held down by the snap buttons really quick here, so you guys can see how clean it looks. I've used this bag so many times, so it's really easy to put these snap buttons down. But when you first get the bag, it might be a little tricky. You have to press this down and pull the flap into the pocket itself to get the snap buttons to fit or to match. Moving down from there, we have an elasticated sleeve right here. This is to hold two putters. I usually use it for two putting putters, but you can put whatever putters you want, whatever disc you want. It holds two putters. It can hold 3 drivers, possibly 4, because it does stretch out pretty far. If you don't want to use that flap at all, you can just fold the flap back and you can have this whole entire big cavernous putter pocket to put as many discs as you like. Well, I believe it can hold up to 7 putters. With this sleeve, I can hold 6 putters comfortably in here. Each side of the putter pocket are going to be smaller pockets that you can put your rangefinder, your dry bags, and any other small goodies on the side here. These flaps do open up and they do close if you are not going to use these little pockets. I usually put my mini in here, and you'll see the mini comes out pretty nice and easy. Moving down from there, we have molly loops all the way around the top of the bag here. We got molly on the side here, molly in the front, and molly loops on the side as well. There's also one big Velcro patch that runs across the top of the bag here to help if you want to put any Velcro patches there. Moving down from there, we have a sleeve with another webbing wrap right here. This sleeve can house 2 putters or 3 drivers. And again, the YKK water resistant zipper, there's 2 of them. You open that flap up. Inside will open up to the main compartment for discs. The flap itself here does not have any kind of foam or cushion material inside here. It's just the 200D nylon along with the 500D nylon material, and it's just stitched together. It has a Velcro piece. This Velcro piece right here mates with this Velcro piece underneath the putter pocket. And what that does is just holds the flap up in place, and then you can actually access your discs from this pocket as it's held like that. Inside the main compartment, you have 200D nylon material right in here. It is this nice different tone of green. It's a mint green color is what I call it, so it makes it look really nice and bright on the inside. The bottom of the bag, there's going to be 1000D Cordura material. It also has a foam rail, not a hard plastic rail, a foam rail that sits inside the bag. What this does is that it holds plastic discs, and it gives it about 2 inches from the foam rail, but once you put the disc in, it creates a 1/4 inch space between the disc and the back of the bag. I believe that FRID version 1 did not have this layout very well, but I think this version is laying out very well. Moving down from there, we have this continue of this webbing material that wraps around to make the back look nice and neat and clean. We have more moly loops right here. There's no Velcro down here, but this bottom of the bag is going to be the soft bottom. It is 1000D Cordura that runs all the way here, all the way down here, and all the way here to keep the bag completely durable. As far as the Latitude 64 E4, the putter pocket on the E4 opens up with two zipper pulls, and they are nice red accent zipper pulls, so it's a nice touch, especially on this black color here. I don't know the material on this bag. It just says durable nylon material. I'm thinking maybe a 640 nylon material is what it feels like, and it's got a ripstop look and feel to it. So it's not Cordura, unlike the FRID II. The putter pocket, you open that up inside, it's going to be a Velcro sleeve pocket here. You can put your wallet keys in there, and it secures it with this Velcro right here. And the rest of the pocket is just one big cavernous pocket. You can actually fit a whole entire hoodie in here. The back of that is also a smaller pocket that you can put your dry bags or your rangefinder in the back of the bag. But it's kind of like a wedge shape, but it's really big. It can hold discs, towels, socks, extra hoodies, extra layers, because this pocket is really, really big. Moving down from there, this pocket does house a disc if you want. I believe I was able to carry, I think, 2 drivers and then 1 putter comfortably in this pocket. There are 2 zippers that open on each side of the pocket. The zippers do not go around. The way the pocket works on the E4 is that there's a Velcro band at the bottom here of the flap that kind of holds it in place when you put the zippers down. If you open that up, there's also a band of Velcro right here that actually mates to a band of Velcro underneath the putter pocket, and it holds that up in place like that. It's a pretty clean look, if I say so myself. Otherwise, the rest of the interior of the pocket, I don't think it's 200D nylon. It may be 200D nylon, but it's just all black inside. And then there's a little bit of foam piece at the bottom. And that it also comes with a divider if you wanted to. I don't have the divider in right now. I don't generally use dividers on bags like this. But it has a foam bottom right here. Underneath that foam bottom, if you lift it up, there's going to be a plastic piece. And it has some screws. And what happens is those screws are to help secure these 4 little ball legs. Or stubby legs into the bottom. So it is a hard bottom. It does have these 4 stubby plastic legs at the bottom to keep the bag and the material off of the ground. I believe the reason for this, and also on the other manufacturers like grip bags, the reason why they do this, and the dynamic disc Ranger bags, is because this material is not 1000D. It's not very durable nylon material. So I think that having these here is essential to keep the wear and tear and keep the bag, the whole entire bag, durable as a whole. In the front of the main compartment is a smaller pocket. You can put extra towels in here as well. I've seen people put discs in here as well if they wanted to. I personally don't like to put discs in here or anything bulky, because when I pull the discs in and out, I don't want it to impede the discs coming in and out. That's why I don't particularly use this pocket much when I was using it on the course. So that's the front of the bag and a little bit on the bottom of the bag of the E4. Moving to the sides here. The side of the FRID II is a little bit complex, but still looking neat and compact compared to the E4. For instance, this pocket right here is mated with or covered, I should say, with a water-resistant zipper. If you open that inside the pocket is 200D nylon material. It's got this clamshell pocket right here with the extra webbing covering wrap around the stitching. And this clamshell pocket, I generally put hand warmers in there. It also has this neoprene pocket material. It also has a pencil and a marker pocket right here. It also has this sleeve to hold your umbrella or your stool. Of note, this pocket runs from the bottom of the bag, but it stops right here. It does not go all the way to the top of the bag. And then outside that pocket, the rest of the pocket is just one big cavernous pocket that you can put towels or jackets, rain jackets, or extra discs. Just outside of that pocket, there's going to be a smaller pocket that you can put your dry bag in here or your rangefinder. So plenty of pockets on this bag. Just outside of that is going to be a Velcro patch. It has this gusset right here so that if you are going to put something bulky in this bag, it has a little bit of room with this gusset of fabric. This is the water bottle pocket. It is a rigid material. It's got a little bit of cardboard / foam that is very rigid and firm, and it kind of holds its shape for both sides so that when you put the bag down, it still feels like a rough, rigid bag like this, but still lightweight, and it still looks, in my opinion, it's aesthetically more pleasing compared to a bag like the E4. Inside the pocket, you have that same 200D nylon material with the mint green color. You also have this elastic piece right here. This helps separate the water bottle from the back of the pocket, and that separates it from the items in the front, so you can have a smaller water bottle in front or extra socks or towels. Of note, this pocket is wide in the back but narrow in the front. It's kind of a wedge material, so it is hard to get discs in and out of here, but you can fit 2 discs in here if you were to remove this elasticated piece. It also has a MOLLE system right around here, and then the FRID II logo. The other side of the bag is the same setup. You got this pocket right here with the clamshell interior pocket. However, there is no pencil holders or marker holders. It's just one big neoprene elastic pocket right here to help hold your phone, and then the rest of the pocket is just one big pocket. You also have the same small pocket on the outside here. I use this to hold my doggy bags, or you can use it for hand warmers or dry bags. I have a Velcro patch in here right now, and then the same pocket on the other side with the European Birdies logo instead of the FRID II. On this side of the pocket here, this side I did remove the elasticated piece, so it's just one big cavernous pocket, and that is just to help hold my extra 2 discs that I'm testing out. That is the side of the FRID II. The E4, the side pockets are a little different. They are not using one big pocket along with a cup holder. What they've done is they've given a dedicated cup holder. This one can hold a 32-ounce bottle. It does have a grommet at the end for the drain. Of note, there is no drainage on the FRID II, so if this pocket gets wet, you'll just have to wait for it to air dry. Also, on the FRID II, you can hold a 32-ounce bottle, but you can't do 40-ounce. It will be tight or it won't fit at all. On this one, I believe you can fit a 32-ounce bottle, but not a 40-ounce. It does have a cinch cord right here if you have a smaller bottle, and I believe it's the only cup holder on the whole entire bag. So of note, you can only hold one bottle here. This little sleeve right here is actually for your umbrella. This little small sleeve right here, with the Velcro, it's to hold your umbrella, and the umbrella gets fed the pointy part down here, and the rest of it gets fed through this strap up here. I actually like this feature on this bag. And then they've taken the rest of the side of this bag and split it up in 2 pockets right here. We have one pocket right here. You can put your towels. You can put a rangefinder in this pocket. You can then this pocket up here, you can put your phone, but it's just a zipper. You open that up, and you can see that the inside is very simply made. It's just zipper stitched onto a pocket. You have pencil holders on the outside here. You have a nice little print, screen print on here to make the bag look all spruced up and nice and neat. And then you got the Latitude 64 logo and the simple pocket. On this side of the bag, you really can't fit extra t-shirts or anything like that. Any kind of article of clothing, I believe Latitude 64 wants you to throw it into this main compartment up here. And the reason for that is because if you are going to carry putters, they do want you to use the putter pocket on this side of the bag, which is what's going on over here. They have, on this side, they've split it up where there's no umbrella holder or stool holder on this side. It's just split into 2 pockets. We have this big pocket up here, and it is a big pocket. You can actually fit your phone in here, your wallet, keys, doggy bags, extra socks, extra towels. Again, you really can't fit your hoodie in here. I think the hoodie is meant to go into this pocket right here, but it's still a nice big pocket. You have your putter pocket here. This can house 2 putters very comfortably. I've tried 3, but it gets a little tight. And then behind that putter pocket, there's also a zipper pocket to fit extra discs if you want to, or extra towels. And then right on the outside of that putter pocket is a mini pocket holder. My mini does fit this pocket pretty well, but it doesn't fit those big minis. That will not fit in there. Moving to the back of the bag here, we have the 2 haul loops. The Latitude 64 is a very simple hollow loop. It's just a web with a cushion on the bottom sewn together, and it's sewn across the top of the bag. So it's functional. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but it works well to as a hollow loop. On the FRID II, they've used this web material that you see throughout the whole entire bag. That's like seatbelt material. It's this nice sheen micro weave web material, and what they've done is they've folded onto itself a few times, and they've sewn it down with the mint accent stitching that matches the rest of the interior of the bag. And it's a very firm and smooth haul loop, so it feels really nice to the touch compared to the Latitude 64. It is a little bit shorter, so if you have smaller hands, it might be a little tougher to feed your hands through this loop versus the Latitude 64 loop. The straps on the Latitude 64 are not removable. They do have this piece of web that runs across right here. We got barn store stitching. We have 2 stress point extra stitching here, and it does run to about halfway down, maybe a third of the way down on the strap before it gets sewn down. So it's a very simple design on the Latitude 64. You have the 3D mesh material. The strap's a little bit thinner. I should say narrow, not thinner. The 3D mesh material is pretty thick, actually, compared to other straps I've used. It's just that the straps themselves are not as wide. They're much thinner. There's a slight curvature that goes straight down and curves out just a little bit, but not as pronounced as other bags I've used. It's got the nice Latitude 64 logo. It's just kind of print logo right on there. There are no sternum straps on this bag, which I don't understand, because for a $200 bag, it should have a sternum strap, but it does not. It has little molly loops right here on the straps themselves. The rest of the back of the bag, you got 3D mesh material on the shoulders here, and then you have one at the bottom for the lower lumbar support. And then you have that same 600 D nylon or 800 D nylon material, not Cordura, but nylon material that comes up and up to the mesh material here. There's a little bit of channeling right here to help with the breathability of your sweaty back. And then the access straps do not have any keepers, so it's kind of dangling on the side. As far as the FRID II, the straps are much more complex, and there's more thought that's put into these straps. Number one, it's got a load lifter at the top here, so that right now I have it set hanging out like so. Usually it's flat sitting down, but I have it deployed right now. All that means is that I've pulled it up so that the straps kind of hang up a little bit more. It kind of helps distribute some of the load between the extra webbing strap and the actual shoulder straps themselves. Once again, these shoulder straps are not removable, so that therefore they're not replaceable, just like the Latitude 64. However, you have this big, wide seatbelt webbing material that runs across. Again, it matches with the rest of the bag. We got the barn store stitching. The difference is that there are 3 stress points of extra stitching per shoulder strap compared to 2. But then again, these straps are much wider compared to the Latitude 64 straps. The other thing is that this particular strap has a little bit more curvature, so it curves out like this, and it comes in again, and then it comes out again. So there's kind of like an almost slight S-curve to the straps, and they are wide. I can't stress how wide these are compared to the Latitude 64. The 3D mesh material is thick, just as thick as these, if not slightly thicker and more durable feeling. But I think the wideness of the straps makes it feel like it's more durable, but I think it's the same 3D mesh material, to be honest. The rest of the back we got 3D mesh material that runs the whole entire bag from top to bottom, and then it mates with the 1000D Cordura at the bottom. I don't know if this is going to be a stress point over time, but that is there. It also has this molly loops right here, just like this bag over here. It also has a sternum strap right here, and then the access straps does have its own keeper. And of note, this webbing is the same color, which I really love that it kind of mates with the rest of the bag in terms of the straps. It also has a stamp button right here. This is for the rain fly. And the Latitude 64 does come with a rain fly. I do not have the rain fly to show you. That is the exterior of the bags. Let's go ahead and load them up. Okay, I got the bags loaded up here with discs and some items. So on the FRID II, I have 5 putters at the top right here. Let me go ahead and show that to you. So you can see right here, and there's 3 in the front. These are my putt and approach putters here. And then there's 2 that's sitting in the back using this pocket. What I've noticed with this pocket is that I really love using this pocket just to hold my putting putters. And that way it kind of stays away from all the other putters. So these putters can just come in and out pretty easily. And I just don't have to mess with these moving around because I know they're always sitting in the back of the putter pocket. Like I said, it does hold a mini on the side pocket here. You can try to put a rangefinder on here, like a Bushnell edge will fit fine on the side here. Just know that if you do that, it's going to impede in some of these discs and make it a little difficult. So these pockets, they can be, I feel like they could be done better. But right now, as of right now, they hold like very thin things or just a mini in my case. You can definitely fit an extra putter up here, like so. And that's 6 putters right there. So you can definitely fit that in here. There's a glitch in here right now. So it definitely has enough room to fit 6 putters. It's just a little tight. So just keep that in mind if you are going to plan on using it for more than 5 putters. But I find 5 putters are very comfortable up on this pocket. The main compartment, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 discs in here. I want to make a note that I have 2 putters here, 1, 2, 3, 4 mid-range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 fairway drivers. So there's a lot of mid-range fairway drivers and putters on this side of the pocket. So just know that you can definitely fit 20 comfortably in here if you don't carry as many mid-range and putters as I do, or fairway drivers. So right now 17 plus 5 is 22, so I'm actually going to call it 25 because most people will probably try to fit 20 down here, and you can fit 20 down there. So 25 minimum on this bag, and then that doesn't include fitting 2 putters here in this pocket. I don't personally like putting discs here because when I take this in and out, it's really hard to get the disc in and out, and I'm pretty sure over time it will loosen up and it will just be fine. But 1 putter I think is okay, or just 1 driver will be fine. Like I said, or 2 drivers I think will be fine. But like I said, if you have 3 drivers, then it will work too, but it's a little tight and I really personally don't care to hold discs like that in this pocket anyways. What I generally do is that I'll take this right here and I'll take this part of the flap and wrap it underneath the putter pocket, and that really keeps it away from everything. So you can see how clean that looks once it's wrapped underneath. As far as the Latitude 64, let me finish the disc capacity on the FRID II. So 25, you can fit 2 on this side like I have here. So there's 2 discs on this side right here, 2 drivers. You can fit 2 putters on this side too. It's a little tight, but you can fit 2, so that's 27 discs. I generally don't use this to hold my disc because I need it to hold my water bottle. And but if you find another way to hold your water bottle, then you can fit 2 more over here. So that's going to be 29 discs. So it can hold up to 30 discs if you're using this pocket very comfortably. I prefer 25. Right now I have 27 because these I'm testing out and seeing if they're going to make my bag. I have not even included the discs capacity in here. But generally I don't use the side pockets, but again, it can go up to well over 30 discs if you wanted to on that side, if you use the side pockets on the inside. All right, as far as the Latitude 64, we have 2 putter pockets on the side here. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Definitely can fit 20 in here, no problem at all. And like I said, you have a disc up here. This pocket is so tall that you can actually get discs in and out very easily compared to the FRID II. Actually, it's just easy to get discs in and out of this bag, and it's one of the few bags that I think matches with this bag in terms of getting discs in and out. So like this bag here, the discs come in and out really easily, really nicely, even on the end here. And the same can be said about the E4, which is right here. So that's one of the things I like about these 2 bags, is this opening is great and it's easy to get discs in and out. Putter pocket's really simple. I don't like it that sits so low because when this bag is on the ground I have to bend over to get it. But you can fit definitely 3 putters in here, no problem whatsoever, just like that. The top compartment here, I have two more putters in here. You can fit a ton of stuff in here. This is a medium-sized hoodie. I can stuff it in there and it's no problem. You can fit a large in here, no problem at all. As far as the umbrella holder goes, this is how it would look. You actually would feed it through here like so on the E4, like that. And this is a nice system. It will hold the discs, the umbrella in place. Not a problem at all. And then on the FRID II, you can actually put it in that sleeve like that, and it's much tighter and much more sturdy compared to this system over here. But you know, to each their own. The other thing I want to point out is that the pocket on this right here, like on the E4, I can definitely put the phone in here and it will zip up just fine. However, on the FRID II, this is where I would put my phone, and it actually kind of like this sleeve right here, this top of this pocket kind of touches the phone a little bit, and anytime I want to go get the phone, I have to do this to get the phone out. So it's a little bit tricky. I wish this pocket was being about a ½ inch taller, or they make this pocket a ½ inch lower. And I think that's my only and biggest gripe about this bag. But otherwise, as far as carrying a phone, the E4 is phenomenal. And as far as holding the water bottle, this is the 32-ounce water bottle on the FRID II, and it works great. I'm going to put it on the E4 here, and you can see it works fantastic. Just know that when you're using this cup holder, this water bottle, you can see how short it is. It will impede with the umbrella holder, so you can't really fit the umbrella in this pocket. Whereas the FRID II, you don't really have that problem because they're separate from one another. So just know that that's the tricky part with this bag. I will tell you that this bag is heavier, the E4. It doesn't look heavy, but it's actually heavier than this bag. And it carries similar, if not more. So right now I have 2 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Definitely can carry 20 in here. 20 plus this is 22. And you can carry like 10 more discs in here. So it can carry 30 discs, no problem, if you're using it for just discs. And then these side pockets, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in the side pockets here. Overall, both bags function differently in terms of carrying the number of discs and the number of stuff. I'm just going to show you what it looks like to stuff this hoodie in here. Same size, medium size hoodie, and you can just stuff it in there just like that, and it will let you do that, no problem. You're going to have a hard time getting the water bottle in here, but if you put it on this hoodie on this side right here, you can put the water bottle in here. But yeah, give or take, you know, it functions differently in carrying your stuff. So just know that that is what you're dealing with these 2 bags. Let me go ahead and put them on. All right, this is the part of the video where I put the bags on. Let's go ahead and start with the E4. Oy. The E4 does not have the sternum strap, so it's really hard for me to wear, but it's still functional, it still works. So just of note, I am 5'1" female, very narrow shoulders compared to the average disc golfer who wears a backpack. And I have a very short torso as well. I like to wear my bag up high, like up high towards my shoulders and not sagging towards the back of my bag, my back. This bag does feel heavy once you put it on. It doesn't feel as light. It's by no means meant to be a lightweight premium bag. It's meant to just be a touring bag. So this is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. This is what it looks like from the side again. And then it looks like from the front. So it's functional, it works, it carries a lot of discs and a lot of stuff. So that is the E4. I'm gonna go ahead and put the FRID II. And you know, the moment you pick this bag up and you put it on your back, you notice the difference right away. There is the front, there is the side, and I don't know, there's the back, there's the side again, and there is the front. So yeah, so both bags, they function very differently in terms of carrying discs You can see on the FRID II here, there's very minimal sag compared to other soft bottom bags. And then here is the E4. There's really no sag because it's got a hard bottom with the feet. So, but it's got more materials that will attribute to more of its weight compared to the FRID II. All right, that's my overall comparison of these two European bags. I'm going to try to get other European bags and do comparisons later, but that's what I have going on right now on this channel. The E4 is a bit of a boxy feel. It looks boxy, and in the black it looks okay. I think in the other colors it looks more boxy. I don't really care for this pocket up front with the E4. I think it's kind of, for me, I don't use it because I don't like having something here and then it's hard to get these discs in and out. But as it sits, I think this pocket is more functional in terms of using a disc here and able to get the discs in and out. It's still, like when you get the disc out, it still presses on here a little bit, but I think if you move this down or remove this pocket, you can get the disc in and out much easier than the way it's set up. The FRID II has a similar setup in terms of having this pocket sit up higher so you can get the disc in and out better. It's a more compact design, I think, compared to the E4. It doesn't look as compact because it's wider compared to the E4, but it holds its items, I think, better than the E4. The reason why I say this is because anything you put in this pocket with the zipper right here, if you put something in here, like for example, if you put a disc here, if I pull this out, you're just constantly dealing with this pocket right here. Like for instance, if I put something that's bulging out right here, you're gonna constantly hit this pocket. So I don't really like this stacked pocket layout because it causes stuff down here, a bit of a challenge to get things in and out of here. I do like this putter pocket that it can hold 3. However, I really don't like it down here. I'm so accustomed to having it up here, and I prefer it up here because when I set the bag down, I want to be able to reach, like I don't want to be able to reach to the ground to get the putter pockets. But I get used to it. Like after using this bag for a while, I get the hang of it. So overall, this bag is $200 MSRP. This bag is $400 MSRP. The difference in price is the materials. This is 500 D Cordura with 1000 D Cordura on the bottom. It's soft bottom. It's designed to be lightweight compared to the E4, but carry all the items, and it has a little bit of design inside to hold items in a unique way. It has the Molly system, which the stitching on the Molly is very tight. I did have to buy this D-ring. It doesn't come with D-rings, but neither does this bag, which I really don't understand why it doesn't come with D-rings, but I think the whole point is this Molly system, so you can add accessories that you want to the bag, which is fine, except the Molly strips I think are a little too tight, and so it's a little tricky to put the accessories on. The zippers are of higher quality. They are water resistant compared to the E4. You have much more rigid pockets. You have innovative design where you can remove the straps so that you can put more disc in. And then this pocket, it's a really nice pocket with the extra stitching, extra wrap, extra materials. When you have extra materials and extra design, you have extra labor that goes into it. And my favorite part of this bag is that it's so comfortable. Like, there's two things I like about this bag. This design right here, where when I pull discs in and out, I'm getting the same function that I get with this bag. On the end, I can get the discs in and out. And it's a very open design, and it's really nice compared to other bags in the same class. That's one of my favorite things. The other favorite thing I like is that this is really comfortable. Whatever strap system they got going on here, it is superbly comfortable, and even with all the weight that it carries, once you put it on, it feels much more comfortable than this bag does. And I think a lot of the flaw with this bag is that these straps are really not meant to be comfortable. I think it's just meant to be straps and just be functional. And without the sternum strap, I think it makes it a little less comfortable. So overall, when I put this on, I feel like I'm wearing a box. Whereas when I put this on, I feel like I'm wearing a clamshell that hugs my back. I also like the fact that the discs have a little bit of space between the plastic disc and the back, so you don't really feel the disc as much. This one you kind of feel, because there is a little panel behind it, and you can feel more of the panel than the actual disc itself. I also like the cup holder on this bag better than I do on this. You can only carry one on this one, whereas this bag you can actually hold an extra bottle in the front. If you want to carry another 32-ounce bottle, you can totally do that here if you take the discs out. So it has more versatility than the E4 does. So yes, you are paying double the price on this bag, but I feel like you almost get double the value in terms of quality, craftsmanship, innovative design. I think it's aesthetically more pleasing than the E4. I think it functions better than the E4, and it's superbly more comfortable. Comfort alone, I feel like I value a lot higher than a lot of bags, than a lot of other bags in the same class. So I would rather pay the extra money for the comfort, especially if I'm going to haul all this around for a couple rounds in a day. Yeah, that's my overall conclusion of these two bags. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube or direct message via YouTube or Instagram, and I will get to those as soon as I can. This is Tina with FRID II, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.